Hey everyone, Matt Ott, Executive Director of the Outsourced Professionals Association, or OPA. Today, as we bring the organization to life, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about us, who we are, what we do, and how we believe that we can help. OPA's origin story began in late 2023, and it started instantly enough as a series of conversations amongst friends with extremely diverse backgrounds and wildly different areas of professional focus. Outside of the standard niceties, our discussions were focused on our businesses. We all loved what we were doing for a living. But the challenges and concerns were many, and we could see new headwinds that were on the horizon. But starting with the end in mind, it all came down to growing our revenues and ensuring long term success for our businesses. We started asking ourselves questions. How do people like us in the freelance and fractional community, how do we attract more customers? How do we grow our companies? How do we make this a sustainable living for ourselves? Then we started to continue along and add more people to the discussion, and things started to evolve very quickly. Instead of focusing solely on an outcome, we began to reflect on the process of building a business, especially in this space, because it was different. We started to think about what resources did we wish that we had at our disposal when we hung our first shingle. Themes started to emerge for entrepreneurs at all stages of their journey. How do you set up your proposals? What's the best way to handle accounting? What are you doing for self care? How are you taking care of yourself? How do you get your clients to pay on time? Are there legal considerations that I'm missing that I should be thinking about? Can we get better health insurance? And are you worried about AI? Little did we know a year and a half ago how that was going to change. The questions were frequent, but the knowledge and insight coming out of these conversations were pure gold. As we compiled all of our notes and we reviewed a year's worth of discussion, it hit us. Aside from more time and more money, obviously, it became clear what we wanted and what we truly needed. We needed a community. We need a community where we could learn from others and share our successes and our failures in a private setting. A place where we could freely share models and samples to help one another as we scaled our companies and we saw new business. We strive to provide education, training, resources that were relevant, timely, and provided a return on our investment of the minimum time or minimal amount of time and money that we had at our disposal. And of course, we need to provide opportunities to create more business for all of us. We recognize the need to create a universally recognized value proposition for the entire industry. We want to make it crystal clear why companies should consider freelancers and fractional staff. We aim to provide a platform where individuals and companies seeking our services can easily find us. We want them to learn about our companies and then provide us with RFPs for what they're seeking. We want to offer all of this to our community of freelancers, fractional professionals, and anyone working independently. For us, by us. Now, I've said a lot and I'm going to say a lot more, but if there's one thing that you take away from this, I want you to take this. You may be working on your own, but you are not alone. As we look back on everything, we started to think through how do we make this real? And by the end of 2024, as things started to change and evolve, and the challenges that we thought we were seeing started to materialize, we knew that it was time to bring OPA to life. The paperwork was filed, the board was officially established, and we rolled up our sleeves and we got to work. So, fast forward to today. OPA officially opens its virtual doors, providing a long overdue home for the growing community of fractional executives, freelance specialists, and outsourced service providers who are redefining the modern workforce. I could not be more excited. As someone who spent my entire career building, supporting, and leading associations, I can say without hesitation that OPA is different. We do not aspire to be another industry organization. When we say that OPA is for the community, by the community, we mean it. My colleagues on the board and our founding sponsor have dedicated the time and the financial resources to get us started. But this is only the beginning. Those joining us as founding members of this organization have the opportunity to be part of something special, to impart some of your own entrepreneurial spirit into OPA and be part of this organization's legacy, to provide feedback and your own insight and support and resources to other outsourced professionals just like you. Help them grow, help them thrive, help them scale their businesses. A lot of work went into getting us here, and I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to thank some of the people who played a huge part. Grant Cobalt, Michael Misha Getter, Nicoya Tyson, this is our founding board, with Grant serving as our founding chair. This group of leaders has invested so much time, countless hours, to ensure that what we launched today is an organization that we're proud of and that you can be proud of too. We want you to be proud to call OPA your home. I would also like to extend an extra special thanks to AR Marketing. AR Marketing is OPA's first founding sponsor, and they jumped in early. Their support has allowed us to deliver high value resources to our members immediately. But most importantly, their commitment to the vision of what we believe OPA can become reflects a shared belief in the power of this industry and our organization's potential to do well by doing good. So, Eric and Julie Anderson, Wendy Lattis, the rest of the AR marketing team, thank you so much for everything. And with that, it's time to get back to work. Once again, on behalf of our board, AR Marketing, and everybody else that's had a part in bringing this thing to life, welcome. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me at matt@outsourcepros.org if you have any questions or if you need more information on how you or your company can get more involved. Help us shape the future of work in OPA today. Thank you so much.